You start learning a new language and you're fired up. You download the apps, you buy the books, and you promise yourself this time it's for real. But then life happens. You miss a day, then two, and suddenly that fire of excitement is replaced by a quiet, nagging guilt. What if I told you the reason you keep quitting has nothing to do with your willpower? The secret isn't to force yourself to study every day. It's to make language learning the one thing you actually look forward to when life gets crazy. This isn't about trying harder. It's about trying softer. It's about building a system so resilient and so enjoyable that quitting just isn't on the table anymore. And if you stick around until the end, I'll show you a pre-built system that you can start using today to level up your progress on a busy schedule. If you've ever felt like a failure for giving up on a language, I want you to hear this loud and clear. It is not your fault. You are not lazy, and you are not bad at languages. You've just been sold a broken model. The traditional way we're taught to learn feels like a second job. It demands long, intense study sessions, rigid schedules, and a constant obsession with being perfect. For most of us, especially working professionals, that system is practically designed to fail. The cycle is so predictable. You start with a huge burst of motivation, studying for an hour a day. It feels amazing, like you're finally making real progress. But that intensity is completely unsustainable. A busy week at work hits, your family needs you, or you're just plain tired. You miss one session, the guilt creeps in, that little app icon on your phone starts to feel like it's judging you. Soon, the thought of catching up is so overwhelming that it feels easier to just stop. You tell yourself you'll start again when you have more time, but let's be honest, more time never really shows up. This is the burnout spiral. It's a state of exhaustion from stress, monotony, and just feeling overloaded. It's not just being tired. It's when the language you once loved starts to feel like a burden. The problem isn't your dedication. It's that you're trying to run a marathon at a sprinter's pace, and your brain is waving a white flag. So, what's the alternative? It's a total shift in how you see this. We have to stop treating language learning like a chore we have to do and start designing it like a hobby we get to do. Think about your favorite hobby. Do you do it because you have to? Of course not. You do it because it's your escape, your source of joy, the way you decompress after a long day. Hobbies are a form of self-care. It's rare to burn out from a hobby you genuinely love because it's not another job, it's your release. The old way is all about discipline and forcing it. It's about grinding through drills and memorizing lists. The new way is about curiosity and fun. It's about creating a system that pulls you in instead of one you have to push yourself through. It's about building a language practice that's functional, fun, and flexible enough to fit into the messy reality of your actual life. This is the real secret. When your language practice becomes your favorite hobby, consistency becomes effortless. You no longer need to find motivation because the activity itself is the reward. The foundation of a burnout-proof system is enjoyment. If an activity doesn't bring you some kind of pleasure, you'll eventually stop doing it. It really is that simple. For too long, we've been told that effective learning has to feel like hard work. We grind through boring textbooks because we think that's what serious learners do. But research shows the opposite is true. When you learn in context, through things you actually find interesting, it makes the process way more fun and a lot less stressful. So I'm giving you permission to quit the methods you hate, not the language. If you can't stand flashcards, stop using them. If textbook dialogues about booking a hotel room bore you to tears, put the book aside for now. Your mission is to find stuff in your target language that you'd enjoy even in English. Do you love true crime podcasts? Find one in Spanish. Are you obsessed with historical dramas on Netflix? Watch one in French with subtitles. Do you follow a specific sport, love cooking, or play video games? Find YouTubers or blogs dedicated to those topics. When you do this, something magical happens. You stop studying and start living in the language. Learning is no longer a separate event. It's just part of your fun time. A study session might just be listening to a pop song on your commute, watching a 10-minute clip from a comedian, or reading one article about a topic you're genuinely curious about. This makes learning feel meaningful and instantly rewarding, which is the fuel you need to stay consistent for the long haul. The second pillar is to embrace the small moments. One of the biggest myths in language learning is that you need long, uninterrupted blocks of time to make progress. For busy people, that belief is a one-way ticket to guilt and burnout. The liberating truth here is that consistency is almost always more important than volume. Research on learning consistently shows that short, frequent sessions are often better for long-term memory than cramming. Think of it like watering a plant. A little bit of water every day leads to healthy growth. A flood once a month will just drown it. In the long run, 3 focused 30-minute sessions spread throughout the week will usually lead to better retention than one grueling 90-minute marathon on a Sunday. For a working professional, this is a total game changer. It reframes your packed schedule from a weakness to a strength. You don't need to find an extra hour. You just need to find the pockets of time that are already there. That 15-minute wait for your coffee, that's a lesson. Your 20-minute train ride, that's your classroom. The 10 minutes you spend scrolling your phone before bed, that is an opportunity. These short sessions work with your brain, not against it. You're not grinding until you're exhausted. You're practicing at a high intensity for a short burst, which keeps you fresh and focused. This completely removes the "I don't have time" excuse and replaces it with the empowering reality that you have more than enough time to make real, steady progress. The final pillar is about building a habit so small and so easy that you just can't say no to it. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. A system is what carries you when motivation is nowhere to be found. You don't brush your teeth only when you feel like it. You do it because it's an automatic habit. That is our goal here. When you stop fighting the burnout cycle and adopt this hobby-based framework, the change goes way beyond just learning a language. The guilt and anxiety you used to feel are replaced with a quiet confidence. You start to see yourself as a person who continues, someone who sticks with things, not because you're forcing it, but because you actually enjoy it. This sustainable practice has surprising ripple effects. Research suggests learning a language as an adult can help strengthen memory, may enhance problem-solving skills, and is linked to keeping a sharper mind. Navigating a new language system can improve your ability to focus and filter out distractions, invaluable skills in today's world. It can even boost your creativity and mental flexibility, helping you approach problems in new ways. But maybe the most important thing is you build a beautiful, personal relationship with the language and its culture. It's no longer some academic subject you're trying to master. It's a living, breathing part of your world. It's the podcast you listen to while cooking, the movie you look forward to on Friday night, the music that gets you going in the morning. You're no longer just learning a language. You're expanding your identity. You're becoming a more curious, more connected, more confident version of yourself. So, the secret to never quitting a language again isn't some secret app or magic trick. It's permission. Permission to find joy, permission to learn in small steps, and permission to be kind to yourself. To recap the burnout-proof framework, ditch the boring methods and find content you genuinely love. Embrace short, consistent sessions that fit your real life. If you want a system that has been built completely for you, check the description. I've made a course called the 30-Minute Language System that's designed to help busy people start making sustainable language learning progress. If that sounds interesting, make sure to check it out. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the single biggest struggle that makes you lose momentum in your language learning? Share it in the comments below, and let's build a community of learners who have each other's backs. And remember, your future bilingual self is waiting for you. Don't let them down by trying to be perfect. Just be consistent.